Hi Capricorn, welcome to your love reading. This is going to be a you versus them spread. So I'm placing you on this side, the person you're thinking of on this side. Keep in mind, energies in fact can be reversed. If this sounds like you opposed to this side, just switch them. All I ask is that you don't force any messages that aren't for you. What does that mean? If this story doesn't make sense for your perspective or things just don't sound like you, it's not your story. I'm gonna catch you next time, all right? Okay, so overall love energy surrounding Capricorn at this current time. What energy is surrounding Capricorn in love? Okay, there might be some delays. So you guys are just doing your thing. All right. There we go. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So something tells me that you're probably in a state of tension at this moment, or just not really in a light-hearted way, and you want to get out of that heavy energy. This might require a conversation, something that hasn't been done but needs to, and I think you're pretty much so aware of that. As a Capricorn, you don't typically express your feelings out in the open willingly. So if there is some type of conflict, or you guys are going through something and you want to lighten the energy, more than likely by extending heart-to-heart conversations, you'll be able to get back into that flirty, more light-hearted energy. All right. What's going on in love for Capricorn, please? What's going on in love? Keep in mind, time is fluid. Some of you, this has been there, done that. Others of you are smack in the middle of this. And then for a select few, it's going to be in the near future, excuse me. In love for Capricorn. Some type of decision has been made with justice here. This could also represent karma in a way, but a decision has been made. Whether you made the decision or it was made for you, something has changed, and it's affecting the home. I don't see it negatively impacting it, but maybe you're making a choice to focus on your finances, focus on the stability of your household. Especially if there's tension, like the most Capricorn thing to do is just to focus on your money. Okay, we're not doing that. That's way too many. But yeah, I see you guys just hanging out. I see business as usual for right now. Letting go, letting God, maybe doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking, maybe thinking about your next move, how this change or this decision is affecting your dynamic. Standing by and guarded. You're still standing strong, but this is like the wounded warrior. But the good thing about the 9 of inspiration is 9 is almost 10, like the end is almost near. So whether that's good or bad for you, the whole journey that you've been through in the rough patches, it's almost, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Again, whether it ends or if it's a beautiful ending, you know, that's for you guys to decide. Justice. Why is justice here? Could be with a water sign. But this is possibly a decision to do with love, opening up your heart. Your happiness, choosing your love, your happiness, maybe choosing you, choosing to extend your love, maybe to express your happiness, moving forward in a direction. Maybe having a lot of anxiety about this decision. So with the Muse of Inspiration and the Muse of Materials, this is wanting to move forward and seize an opportunity. Being anxious about an opportunity that has a lot of abundance, that has a lot of love, generosity, something that makes you very happy. But what is justice? Needing to make the decision to take the leap of faith, to trust your gut, to follow your intuition and follow your heart. Okay, 10 of Materials. Yeah, I see right now financially, mentally, you're depleted. You're exhausted. Striving for this 10 of Materials is stressful for you. This is happy home, but also stability, unity, togetherness, just all things that are a structurally sound, stable unit. It's lacking balance. You might be becoming impatient with the lack of success that you're having in obtaining this. I see a lot of you currently being honest with yourself. Being honest about what imbalances are here and why you're truly not happy or why you're not choosing you, what's holding you back. Yeah, you're being honest, and maybe for a while you were rejecting this 10 of Cups, this 10 of Materials. These are two like happy family cards. This is the happiest you can be. Feeling together, feeling like this is, you know, your person. Maybe there was a time where you didn't choose this and you stayed wherever you were, or you just weren't focused on love. And I still see you trying not to think about it. Still trying not to move forward, even though your gut's telling you to follow your heart. The Four of Voices is generally someone that's taking rest, that is opening up their eyes, seeing red flags, seeing things clearly for what they are. But in the reverse, this is someone who's more anxious, someone who doesn't really want to deal with their thoughts. Hangman? Yeah, sitting back, thinking, reflecting, going over ideas, potential outcomes, wanting to move forward, wanting to send a message, getting downloads, just processing. Trying to work your way through your own delusions, trying to uncover what's hidden, what you're not seeing, trying to reveal your innermost self to yourself. Trying to uncover your own secrets. Maybe you were suppressing things. Yeah, you might be stuck where you are at this moment and just left to contemplate things because there's some type of blockage or challenge you have to overcome in order to move forward. This card in the reverse does not signify or represent victory. This is something that it's not working out in your favor. You're not moving forward. You're just plain stuck. You could be having car issues too. If this is a long distance relationship, not physically being able to get to your person. But more so, I'm just seeing this as not being able to successfully overcome these blockages. What are these blockages, these challenges? What's keeping Capricorn stuck? Love. Yeah, new love. It's keeping you stuck. I don't think you trust it, or you're just scared of it. Why is Ace of Emotions here? Maybe you don't want to open up your heart space. Yeah, this love and not knowing what to offer and not knowing what's coming from it. wanting to extend something, wanting to offer something, but maybe having very little to give. You have a lot of love here, but maybe your finances or your actual material possessions, the here and now, the physical, you don't have a lot to give. But this could also offer like wanting like a peace treaty, something very small. Pages tend to be a bit immature, very, very small. Like this isn't something that you would put next to big cup of love. You know, if it was the King of Cups, that's okay. You're emotionally maturing. You're, you know, but this is baby steps. You might be weighing out your options. Do I pour into myself and chase after my own happiness? Or do I go after what I consider love, a love I've never felt before, and basically offer or show that I'm interested? And you're going to ignore your intuition. And you're going to stay exactly where you're at. All right, what's the Nine of Inspiration? What's the Nine of Inspiration? Clarity. Seeking truth, seeking clarity. Maybe fearing that someone's not going to hear you out if you do stick around and want to come forward. You might not be willing to hear someone out. This is someone who's not thinking logically. This is like, okay, you get the truth and you get upset with it. You get defensive. Instead of hearing it out for what it is, you put a guard up and you ignore and act irrational. This could also be your person, but I'm seeing this as you, Cap. Feeling like your defensiveness and your stubbornness and your inability to listen to what the truth was revealing or what this clarity was actually saying caused you to miss out on an opportunity. And now you're just you're longing to return to calmer waters. Probably why you want this heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe feeling misunderstood. Maybe a situation went farther than what it was supposed to, but out of pride. Because you do have a lot of love for this person, a lot of love. And you're at a crossroads. You're unclear of, okay, what does this mean now? Where do we go? Do I follow this? Do I stay where I'm at? Talk to me about this crossroads. Okay. There's been a disconnect in this dynamic. Someone that you considered like your twin flame. This is someone that knows you well. There was a lot of happiness here. You guys were extremely close. There was conflict. There was some type of disagreement. There could have been an unequal give and take. Someone could have been feeling disconnected from you because someone pulled back their love or stopped their efforts, wasn't continuing to come in or nourish this. And I think you're having an awakening moment that your indecision and your inability to actually become the emperor, stand up in your power and follow your truth, but you kept on ignoring your intuition. You kept pushing this away or ignoring this, thinking it was going to possibly just fix itself out, not really wanting to be the one that made the decisions, made the call, not wanting to accept the responsibility that this is either all on you or not all on you, but not wanting to be a part of the decision. That's the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor is usually a mentor, someone who's gets what they want, knows how to get it, but is extremely confident in doing so. This is also someone who's very, very decisive. It's not about right or wrong. It just is. They can have a stubborn streak, but it's because they know what they want and they go after it. But this is in the reverse. And I think you're realizing that you need to step back into your power. All right, let's check out your person. All right, for Capricorn's person, what's surrounding them? Love energy surrounding the person Capricorn's thinking of. All right. We have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So your person is probably either thinking of releasing you or just energy from their past. They could be doing a lot of cutting out, anything that doesn't serve them. They might be extremely stressed and it's just, they're in need of change. It's a transformational time for them. They are reevaluating all circumstances and all past relationships, and whatever is still currently lingering, if they don't have space for it, they're clearing it out. All right, this relationship from Capricorn's person's perspective, how are they viewing this relationship? They're no longer pursuing it. They're no longer wanting to move forward. They're not ambitious about it. They might not even be interested. They might not feel confident in this. From Capricorn's person's perspective, thinking that this was a bad investment, that this is going nowhere, that they've put in a lot of time, effort, planted seeds, and nothing's growing. Yeah, thinking that there's a stagnancy, that commitment isn't even an option, that so with the Knight of Pentacles, this is in time. It takes a very freaking long time, but in time, something worthwhile will come out of this. With it in the reverse, this is nothing has happened, nothing has been discussed, we're just stuck. We're doing the same thing over and over again, and there's not even an end in sight or a common goal, a common interest. At least it's not discussed and it's not shown. So they're thinking this is more so a waste of time, and it's going to do nothing but lead to disappointment, and the time now is to release and to heal. So Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're wounded. They're wounded, they're defensive, their guard is up. They're heartbroken. They're in a lot of pain. I don't think this was what they wanted to do. I think it was more so they saw it for what it was and couldn't continue to break their own heart. Yeah. They either had to make the choice to drop you, and you are someone they consider like a soulmate. The Lovers can represent, a soul bond, a unit, but at the same time, it could also represent a choice. This is Gemini energy as well. But with it in the reverse, someone chose to leave this dynamic. The Lovers, please. Yeah, to no longer pursue it. To no longer have faith in it or confidence, to just pull away from it. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, someone saw this as a bad investment or not going anywhere, and they got bored. They sitting around waiting for things to happen and nothing's happening. They're disinterested. They're not happy. They're just disappointed, not satisfied. Their efforts weren't being matched. It's too many. I think they were anxious about this decision, or anxious about where all of this was headed. And the more they had time to reflect on it, okay, guys, we're not taking the whole deck. Hold on. Let me reshuffle. They just need to heal. And they're unable to heal at this moment just because they're constantly thinking. They're in their head about this because, if they considered you like their soulmate, and they have a lot of love here, but they know that they're constantly the one that's giving and nothing's being reciprocated or returned in a, I want to say, in a fair amount. They need to rest and heal, but I don't think they're completely over you. Maybe they don't want to be alone with their thoughts just yet either. They might just be doing business as usual. They're working on setting healthy boundaries. For a long time, they allowed external factors to affect them. They allowed you to get into their head. They weren't clear on how to properly internalize and follow their intuition, listen to their gut as well. They allowed external factors to really get to them, and maybe the drama of it was just too heavy because they couldn't block it out. Yeah, there was a lack of change here. So because this wasn't changing and this was a repetitive cycle, not really going in their favor, they decided to take a leap of faith elsewhere. Talk to me about the Fool. Yeah, they had the strength to remove themselves from the competition, to remove themselves from any type of disagreement, from any type of conflict. They chose to leave that. And they had the strength to do it, and they stood on their 2 feet very strongly. Knight of Pentacles. The potential you guys had was incredible. The Four of Wands, yours is in the reverse, theirs is in the upright. You make them very happy. When you guys are together, you guys are great. You guys, it's like best friend energy. This is twin flame. You guys are mirroring each other, but very much so disconnected. They saw a happy home with you. They saw happiness with you. But they also saw you not willing to work for it or want it as bad as they did. So they stopped waiting. They stopped waiting for you to choose them, to put them as a priority. So they chose their own happiness. And that meant leaving this love as much as they loved you. It's almost the energy of, since you won't choose me, I'll choose me. Yeah, so they snuck away. They could have done this in a harsh way or in a dishonest way. Maybe not in the best way, I should say. This could have also been there was just deceit or distrust between you and them. It doesn't have to be cheating per se, but just a level of dishonesty, and maybe they felt like you were dishonest to them or not telling the whole truth or not expressing where this was really going, not wanting to hurt them, but in doing so, lack of communication and lack of telling the whole story, it was still considered a lie in their eyes. Yeah, withholding information was still dishonest to your person. Yeah, you could have been dishonest to them about a family dynamic. Or maybe they feel as though they were dishonest with themselves about how this could actually be a stable, happy home. That this could actually be a commitment. Five of Cups. Five of Cups, please. Yeah, they felt betrayed. They felt like they've taken all that they could take, that they've given all that they could give. And they felt that they weren't chosen. So this stabbed in the back feeling, this separate feeling from you, the separation, caused them to want to retreat and heal. But I think they do desire a new beginning. And they do see you as their soulmate. They do want to pour back into you and come together, but they need this to be even. They want this to be equal. This is a partnership that can stand the test of time. That if both parties want this to work, it has the potential to be wonderful things. But it requires to open up your heart space. Maybe your person's not good at that. Maybe you're also not good at that, which is a recipe for disaster in a way, because you both can feel so much love for each other, but are both horrible at showing it. There you go, Cap. That's you. This person could feel very much so addicted to you. They could feel bound to you, or this could just be you showing up in their read and they're seeing you as indecisive. This is the Emperor again in reverse. Indecisive, someone who just likes to have options and is unclear about which route to take. And I think it's pissing your person off. It's like, okay, well, you know, I don't care what you choose, but don't leave me in limbo. Just let me know. Make a decision. Stop the juggling. You're so curious about everything, but step up in your power. Either make a commitment or not. And the King of Pentacles in reverse is someone that isn't as stable as they would like to be. This is also Earth energy, Cap. So they're just tired of your indecision and always going back and forth, or always waiting for the perfect time. If you wait until you're ready, you may never be ready. And this is a burden. So this whole pending and ending was too much for them to bear. They had to gain clarity. And they went to work and focused on work and left you out in the cold. All right, or vice versa. Okay, guys, if you want to know your person's true intentions, potential outcome, in the description box below, there will be information on how to schedule a private read. Before I leave you, though, we're going to go over honest and true feelings that your person has for you, things that may not have been expressed. All right, so for Capricorn's person, how do they feel about Capricorn? What would they say if they had the opportunity or the courage to do so? What do they truly feel about Capricorn? This is a lot. Okay. I thought about reaching out, but then I stopped myself. I'm holding myself back. I won't ever forget you. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. I fear you don't need me like I need you. Stubborn. Too many fights. I love your outlook on life. Insecurities. You're always on my mind. In love with someone else. The timing is off. I'm angry at myself for letting you down. You're perfect. And I'm broken. All right, you guys, I hope this helped.